Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Coach Rock here from Revenge Basketball. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 6 different crossover combo moves that you can use to destroy defenders. Of course, the crossover is a basic move that everybody knows, and pretty much it's not too hard for anybody to pick up, for anybody to learn. But since it's so easy for everybody to learn, everybody does it, which means the defender is used to seeing the crossover. So you need to be able to have good combo moves or counter moves to go with your basic crossover so that you can keep defenders on their heels and so that you can attack easier, create more space. So that's what we're going to be covering in today's video. Of course, there are many different crossovers, but I'm just going to talk about today basic Iverson crossover. I mean, that's my favorite cross, and I think it's the most common. I don't really see a lot of players do the Tim Hardaway type of crossover or even the Tony Parker type of crossover. We've done a video on different crossover moves that you can use, so definitely check that video out if you haven't yet. But when it comes to the crossover, again, keep it simple, basic. You're stepping this way, make defenders think you're going that way, and you're crossing over. Of course, you want to be able to cross the ball over with your right hand and your left hand. The better you can do it with both hands is going to make you much more difficult to guard, much less predictable, which means defenders are going to have more trouble with you. So let's talk about some counters that you can use or combos that you can use. The first one is a very, very simple one where you're crossing over here and you're immediately coming back with it between the legs. All right, so you're got your defender thinking you're going that way, right? But let's say he doesn't bite the cross and he reads it perfectly, he comes back in front of you. Then you quickly go back this direction. All right, so it's a quick between the legs. And that's what you're going to see with a lot of these counters. They're quickly going back the direction. The reason these combos are effective is because the defender thinks he has you, right? He's like, oh yeah, you didn't get me with the cross. I'm right here in front of you. But then you go back to the direction that he didn't go. Now, of course, you want to be able to do this with both hands. So you want to be able to take your right hand, same thing, cross, he reads, you're back that way. All right, so that's the first one. After the cross, basic between the legs, just straight in front like that. Now the next counter or combo, the second one, is it's still between the legs, but it's a little different. Now pay attention. So we're here with the cross. This time we're stepping this way, like we're going to beat him this way. And we're immediately crossing between the legs, but stepping back here. This is more of a space creator. The first one is more of an attack. This one is more of a space creator. So we're here, boom, he reads it. We're head down, shoulders down like we're attacking, then we're bouncing that way. All right, same thing with the right hand. You're crossing here, acting like you're going, and you're coming back. So the key here is this back foot. You're pivoting, you're doing all your movement off this back foot. You want it to be able to move around. So boom, boom. Then there's a lot of different things you can do out of that. But those are the first two. There are 2 between the legs ones. One's is like a more of attack or a quick change direction where you're here. The other one between the legs, but you're stepping across your body while you do it. The next one we're going to do is a crossover into a pullback. All right, I love the pullback. It's a simple move. It's the same move Iverson dropped Tyronn Lue with. I would say this move drops the most defenders than any other move because usually a defender is running backwards and you're pulling back and he's falling backwards like that. So we're doing this simple pullback move off of the cross. So we're here, boom, looking like we're attacking, pulling back. You want to try to create space with that pullback move. It's a little harder doing this move, going to your weak side, but you can still do it. So you would be crossing over here, then pulling back. The reason it's hard is because I talked about this before in the video, but the reason why the pullback is hard going left or going to your weak side is because when you pull back, you're not in your shooting. Like my feet are straight at the basket like this, but that's not how I shoot. But when I go the right side, this is how I shoot. I shoot kind of with my feet angled. and a lot of players do. So it's much harder to pull back here and get into your shot. But with that being said, it's still doable. Now the next combo that we're going to get into is we have the cross, boom, and this time we're going to do a punch drag dribble. So essentially what we're doing here, we're punching and we come back. All right, so Damian Lillard's very good at this. It's another move to stop on a dime, but it's not the pullback. You're immediately just, now let me turn this way so you can see what it looks like. The ball should be close to my body. I don't want it too far in front because the defender can take it. I don't want it too far behind because it's hard to control. You want to punch it right. If I drew a line right here, that's where you want to punch it. So you're here, boom. Now the lower you can get, I remember when I worked with Tyler Ulis, he was very good at this move. And the reason why is because he could literally get like this low. And when you get that low, it makes it easy to bounce back and create space. Now, obviously that's difficult, but the more you work on it, the easier it's going to get. So if we did the move, it'd be a cross, boom. And you could do the same thing going left, boom. So that's the punch drag. So far, let's quickly go what we've covered. We have the cross between that way. We have the cross step over between. Then we have the pull back. And then we have the punch drag. Now the next one that you can do is a side step. All right, this is something you might see someone like James Harden do. Kyrie does this at times, where you hit someone with the crossover and then you're sidestepping. All right, you could do it both ways. It works. So we're here, cross, step, cross, step. The last one we'll cover today is a cross, step back. Now this is not to be confused with that side step that we just did. So notice the side step was more of a boom, boom. If I'm stepping back, I'm going cross. I'm attacking straight, but then I'm planting that foot. So I'm here, cross, attacking straight, bouncing out. So both directions, again, you want to be able to master the moves with both hands, but I'm here, cross, attacking, stepping back, leaning in to create that space that I need, even initiating contact if I can on the defender. All right, so how do you implement these moves into your game? Well, the first thing that you need to do is you need to master the basic crossover. So you have to be able to do that move good. If you can't hit somebody with that, then this move will be pretty much irrelevant, right? All these counters won't matter if you can't get somebody, because that's the key. Once you get somebody with this and they're like, oh snap, let me get a little reactive here. And then that's when you catch them with these counter combos. So once you have that move mastered, the next thing that you want to do is you want to master one by one. Don't try to implement them all today. I would say take one, whichever one you think looked the coolest or whichever one you think you would be able to do the best, and implement that one first. Spend maybe a week, maybe a month, but spend time just getting reps of that move. So I would say if you have a workout or something that you do, at the end of the workout, maybe you practice doing just that move, maybe 10 reps, maybe 20 reps. The more you do, obviously, the faster you will master it, but master that one, then move to the next, okay? So I wanted to give you 6 different moves so that you could implement the one that you want. Because obviously you might not even use all 6, but at least if you have them all in your arsenal, or at least if I give you all 6, you could pick maybe 2, maybe 3 that you like, maybe just one that you like, and really master it. And then once you master one, try to add another one. The more you have, again, I talked about this earlier in the video, the less predictable you become because you can do different moves. If I hit a defender one time, boom, crossover, got him, and you embarrass him. But now he's like ready for it. So then next time I hit him cross, boom, between. So he's like, okay, I gotta be ready for those 2 moves. And then what if I hit him with a cross, then I come that way. There's just so many moves that you can do. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to get him. But then next time I just hit him with a cross and beat him. And then next time I hit him with a cross, acting like I'm going, and I hit the punch drag. Like when you open up your game like that, you become unpredictable, and that's when you become hard to guard. So be sure to implement all this and continue to work on your game. If you enjoyed the video, do me a big favor, hit the thumbs up for me, comment below, let me know what else you need help with, anything, you know I got you. That's why we're here. Last but not least, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Revenge Basketball. Until next time, I'll see you then.